Clara's encounter with the Queen of Darkness. A striking blonde with piercing blue eyes, Clara is dressed in a chic yet professional outfit for her prison visit. Fitted black pants, a crisp white blouse with a deep neckline that hints at her signature elegance, and a tailored jacket. Her golden hair is tied back into a sleek ponytail, accentuating her poised demeanor. She carries a leather notebook and pen, her curiosity and determination clear in her posture. In a tense interview at a high-security prison, Clara, an aspiring actress, seeks to understand the life of Rosalie Hannigan, the enigmatic Queen of Darkness, but the encounter blurs the lines between role and reality, leaving Clara with haunting doubts about her own identity. The Queen of Darkness, Rosalie Rose Hannigan. A larger-than-life presence in every sense, Rosalie is a curvaceous woman with an imposing figure. Her dark, expressive eyes hold a mix of intelligence and menace, and her movements are deliberate, almost theatrical. Her deep, velvety voice is captivating, yet chilling, as she exudes the aura of a master manipulator. A high-security women's prison, its cold, gray walls lined with cameras and guarded by armed officers. Clara is led to a dimly lit interview room with a single table and 2 metal chairs. The fluorescent lighting flickers slightly, casting long shadows on the scuffed linoleum floor. The prison looms large as Clara steps out of her car, her heels clicking against the asphalt. The air is heavy with tension, and the distant sound of metal gates clanging echoes through the courtyard. A guard escorts Clara through a series of checkpoints. As she enters the interview room, the chill in the air seems to intensify. Clara places her notebook on the table, her blue eyes scanning the room with measured calm. The door opens with a groan, and Rosalie Hannigan steps in, her presence filling the space. She smirks as her gaze lands on Clara. Well, they've sent me a beauty to brighten my day," she purrs, taking her seat with unsettling grace. The fluorescent lights flicker as Clara opens her notebook, her pen poised. Rosalie leans back in her chair, her orange jumpsuit rustling. "I'm here to study you for a role," Clara begins, her voice steady despite the knot in her stomach. Rosalie tilts her head, her dark eyes glinting with amusement. "Ah, a method actress. How charming. You want to know what it feels like to be me?" Clara nods, maintaining her composure. "Your story is unique. I want to understand what shaped you, the choices you made." Rosalie chuckles, the sound low and menacing. "Choices? Oh, darling, choices are a luxury. I did what I had to do to survive, just like you're doing now, sitting here, pretending not to be terrified." The tension in the room grows as Rosalie recounts her life, her voice dripping with both bitterness and pride. "They called me the Queen of Darkness," Rosalie says, tracing an invisible line on the table. "Not because I killed, but because I did it with flair, artistry even." Clara leans forward slightly, her curiosity overcoming her fear. "And your upbringing? Did it shape the way you see the world?" Clara leans forward slightly, her curiosity overcoming her fear. "And your upbringing? Did it shape the way you see the world?" Clara leans forward slightly, her curiosity overcoming her fear. "And your upbringing? Did it shape the way you see the world?" Rosalie's smile fades. "My mother taught me cruelty before she taught me love, if you can even call it that." Her voice hardens. "But let's not dwell on the past. You want to know about the thrill, don't you? The power?" The air feels heavier as Rosalie's tone shifts, becoming colder. Clara scribbles furiously in her notebook, hanging on Rosalie's every word. "You know," Rosalie says, her voice barely above a whisper, "art is how I keep my sanity, even in here." She gestures toward the far corner of the room where one of her paintings, a dark, twisted depiction of a weeping woman, is displayed. Clara hesitates, her heart pounding. "Thank you for your time," she says, her voice steadier than she feels. Clara hesitates, her heart pounding. "Thank you for your time," she says, her voice steadier than she feels. Clara hesitates, her heart pounding. "Thank you for your time," she says, her voice steadier than she feels. Clara sits in her car outside the prison, her hands gripping the steering wheel tightly. She glances at her reflection in the rearview mirror and notices something unsettling, a flicker of Rosalie's sinister smirk mirrored in her own expression.